Hello viewers, this is Mahmood. In this video, we are going to solve past paper problem that is related to Newton-Raphson method. And the problem is use the Newton-Raphson method to solve the following equation for x that is correct up to 6 decimal places. The equation is sine 2x minus x cube equal minus 1 and we have to choose the starting value as 3.8. Okay, so here we will also do the programming of Newton-Raphson method on calculator. So let's get started. So here our equation is that is sine 2x minus x cube is equal minus 1. So just shift this constant to the left side of the equation, so it would become sine 2x minus x cube plus 1 equal 0, right? So let me call this is our function f. So that is f of x is equal sine 2x minus x cube plus 1. Got it? And here the starting value is 3.8. So let the starting value is what we call x naught. Okay, so our x naught is basically 3.8. Okay, so also the Newton-Raphson formula is Newton-Raphson formula is that is x sub n plus 1 equal xn minus f of xn divided by f prime of xn, and where n is starts with 0, 1, 2 and so on, right? And you can see here in the Newton-Raphson formula, we need the derivative of the function as well. So here I'm going to take the derivative of the function. So the derivative of this function is f prime of x is equal. So the derivative of sine 2x is cos 2x, and then the derivative of the argument means the derivative of 2x is 2. So we will multiply here. So 2 times cos 2x by chain rule. Okay, and then minus, that the derivative of x cube is basically 3x squared. Okay, so now we are going to save all these functions and formula in calculator. So in calculator we will consider x naught is basically a. Okay, x naught will be a, and the next iteration, let's say x1, so that would become our capital X, right? And in the same way, when we move on to the next second iteration, means let's say x1 will be called a and x2 will be considered as our capital X. Okay, let me do here. When I'm going to put n is equal to 0 in this formula, so that would become x1 is equal x naught minus f of x naught divided by f prime of x naught. Okay, so now I'm going to I'm going to use the function basically here. So that is going to be x1 is equal x naught minus, what will be my f of x naught? So my f of x naught will become just sine 2x naught minus x naught cube plus 1 divided by f prime of x naught. It means we have to put x naught into the f prime of x, so that would become 2 times cos of 2x naught, then minus 3x naught square. Okay, so but how can we write this in the form of into the calculator basically? So as I told you that x1 will be the next value of x will be our capital X in the calculator, and the previous value of x is basically considered as a. So x naught will be our a. So then a minus sine 2, x naught is basically our a, so we will put sine 2a, then minus x naught is a, so a cube plus 1 divided by 2 times cos of 2a, and then minus 3a squared. So now let's save all these formula and functions into the calculator. So first we are going to convert the calculator mode from degree to radian. So we have to click on shift and then setup, and here you can see on 4 we have radian, so we will press 4. Okay, so our calculator is converted to radian mode. Now we have to fix our decimal places up to 6 digits. So 6 decimal places basically. So that is, we have to press again shift, then setup, and you can see on 6 we have fix, so we will press 6, and then here from 0 to 9 we have to choose one number, that is 6, because we need 6 decimal places, so we will press again 6. So our calculator is converted to radian mode as well as fixed up to 6 decimal places. Okay, now we have to write this formula for this formula for the Newton-Raphson method. So for this, first we have to click on alpha, then you have to press this close parenthesis, so we will get x here. So then again alpha, and then you have to press the calc here, so you will get the equal, and then again alpha, and here a, then minus, then the fraction part, that is sine 2a, so this is our sine, and then 2a bracket closed, then minus a cube, so here we have alpha a, and then this is cube divided by there is a plus 1 as well in the numerator, so plus 1, and then in the denominator we have 2 cosine of 2a, 2 alpha and a, and then minus 3a squared, so that is alpha and a squared. So we just wrote the formula for the Newton-Raphson method, and now we are going to write this function. Basically we need the function value at the points basically, right? So for this again we have to click alpha and then this integral button, so you will get the columns. Now you have to write this sine 2x minus x cube plus 1. Okay, so sine 2 and x minus x cube, so alpha and this button x cube, then plus 1. Okay, so now you have to press the calc button here. So our calculator is ready to do the these iterations. So our formula and our function is saved. Okay, now we are going to the next page, and we will make a table for this. So we have made a table of 3 columns. The first columns is for the iterations, and the second is for the approximate root, that is xn, and the last column is the value of the function at that approximate root. Okay, so the first iteration is when we are putting x naught is equal to 3.8, so what will be our next approximate root? Okay, so here we have we are going to put as you know that we denote x naught by a. Okay, So now we are putting this value of a, that is 3.8. So that is 3.8. So we have to press the equal button. You know, we got the value of next approximate root, and that is, you know, that is basically 2.564428. Now again you have to press the equal button. You will get the function value at this approximate root. You can see here that is minus 16.778948. Okay, and now we are going to move to the second iteration. So now this previous approximate root is considered to be our a. Okay, so again you have to press the calc button, and now you have to put the value of a as our previous approximate root, that is 2.564428, and then you have to press the equal. So you will get, you know, 1.677582. Now again press the equal button. So now you get 3.933144. Okay, now move to the next iteration, that is 3. So in this iteration your previous approximate root is considered to be a, and the next one would be our capital X. Okay, so again you have to press the calc button. Now you have to enter the previous root as an a. Okay, so that is 1.677582, and then press equal. So you got 1.299301. Again press the equal button. You got minus 0.676760. Now move to the next iteration, iteration number 4, and again press the calc button and just put the previous approximate root as an a, that is in this case our 1.299301, and then press equal. So you got 1.199438, and then press again the equal button. You got minus 0.049282. Okay, now move to the fifth iteration. So again press the calc button, and you know, here again you have to put the previous approximate value as an a. So that is in this case our 1.199438, and then press equal. So we got 1.190925, and then press equal again. So we got minus 0.000539. Okay, now move to the next iteration, that is iteration number 6. Again press the calc button, and the value of a is our again previous one, this one, that is 1.190925. Press equal. So we get 1.190862, and then again press equal. So you can see here we got 0 up to 6 decimal places. So it means our approximate root is this one. You know, if you go to the seventh iteration, iteration number 7, again press calc and put the previous approximate value as an a, that is 1.190.862, and then press equal. So you can see again you got the same approximate root that is correct up to 6 decimal places. Again you have to put equal sign, you get again the same function value. You can see here up to 6 decimal places in the iteration number 6 and 7, you know, we get the same result here. So we can say that x6 is basically our, you know, x7 basically. That is x7 is basically our approximate root, and that is 1.190.862. So this is basically our approximate root. Okay.